is on. Okay, yay. All right. So tonight we are just hitting, that steps to success. If you haven't heard the song yet, bear with my singing because here we go. Ready? We have to update the song. Here it is. 6 LCs, 3 DTs. This is how we make the money go, Ruby. Okay. That is our steps to success. We want to be signing those 6 loyal customers and those 3 distributors. And we want to be doing that every month. And we're going to pause for a second. And we're just going to be going for that goal every month of this business. And when you do it, you want to do it again. So if you've signed 6 loyal customers, you know what? If you have signed 6 loyal customers, go ahead and put it in here. Say me. I want to see the people who've signed 6 so far. But you don't want to stop there, okay? Sometimes I know people are like, oh, I did my 6. Should I wait for the next ones to save them for next month? No, we do not want to do that. We want to get as many loyal customers in your e-suite as possible, but your goal is definitely 6. Now, really quick, before we get into everybody's stories, I'm going to do a real super fast tutorial of something we're going to kind of reference a little bit throughout this whole night, okay? So let me screen share for y'all. Here we go. Okay, everybody see who's in my front screen? All right. Sissy, if you see comments coming up, let me know. Here we go. Oh, yay, I just signed a DT. Yay. Okay, I can't back out of that. Oh, boy. All right, so here we go. What I want to show you on Diamond Empire right now, we have our units, okay? So when you come in and you log into the normal Diamond Empire page, this is created to help equip you to get those steps to success, especially if somebody's starting. So here's the goal of this. 1, if you're just starting or you've been going for a while, go through the units. Check with yourself. If you've been going for a while, this is kind of like a checklist of like, am I doing all these things? Is this the effort I'm putting in? And if you're enrolling somebody new, this is a place that can guide you with that person to lead them on how to be successful in the business, okay? So when you log in, you can come right up to units right here. Everybody see that? Okay, so when you click on units, here they are. There's a just getting started unit, and you see that there's an overview, and it's just basically Sherry Lynn saying welcome and all the fun things, okay, and just how to get logged in. So like a simple step 1. From there, you can keep going. People can say that they're done with the unit. You can go on to the next unit. Unit 2 is basically just how to enroll a loyal customer, like logically, like how to put them in your e-suite, all those things. And then unit 3 is your first goal, signing those 6 loyal customers. So there's a video explaining that. Okay, so real simple. Do it step by step, inviting friends and family, okay? So there's not a ton of units. There's 9 on Diamond Empire, and they're all here for you. I want to point out one specific thing about it. See right here, these are step-by-step messaging process. If you see comments, always check, because those are scripts for you to go off of to help enroll or to clarify whatever is being talked about in that unit to equip you to be able to message. You might put in their name, your phone number, whatever it is, just look through those, but you have all that as a reference, okay? So just saying, that is there for you. There are those units ready to hook you up. Look at all these people saying like me. Boom, I'm loving this team enrolling. That's awesome. Okay, Olivia, those units are on Diamond Empire. Okay, so let's start jumping in. Gretchen, look, there you are. Okay, we're gonna start right here with Gretchen. And she's killing the steps this month. There we go. We got you unmuted. Okay, Gretchen, say, well, your name, where you're from, when you got started, and what rank you are in the business.
Hey, so hi, I am Gretchen Smith. I have been in the business for just a little over 2 years. I live in Southern Oregon, and I am double diamond, going triple. I will. I'm gonna put it in the universe. Actually my teammate and enroller just walked in my door, so hi. So hey, it was yeah, I am in Oregon, and I'm going triple diamond this month. Not this month, maybe next month. We'll see.
Hey, we go for it this month. If we miss it, we're that much closer next month. That's one of the
Absolutely.
things, you know, I love about the business. You miss it one time, you're like, oh, I don't regret working as hard as I did because that built me for whatever is next coming out. And so we just go for it. But let's just for now go, yep, this month, that's us. That's what we're doing, you know? Okay, so tell us about how you're enrolling your loyal customers, because one of the major things you're doing is posting, right? Okay,
I post
tell
every
us about
single
that.
I never, ever, as long as I've been in the business, every single day for a little over 2 years, I have not missed one day of posting. I will not miss a day of posting. It doesn't matter if I am home, doesn't matter if I am taking my kids to school and sitting in the school parking lot, if I'm at the post office in the parking lot, the grocery store, it doesn't matter. I'm posting. And so I will always make sure that's like my non-negotiable. And I'm doing it multiple times throughout the day. I'm not putting up one post a day and that's it. I am doing, I try my heart to do a minimum of 3 posts every single day.
Okay, 3 posts. Now, when you're saying you post about the product. So what do those posts kind of look like?
So I've recently kind of been switching things up a little bit, but for the most part, I'm always, every day I post about product, period. There's going to be a before and after. There is always going to be a short blurb one, like saying, you know, who has 31 pounds on average to lose over 90 days, message below. And then I'll try and throw in a business post or a lifestyle post in with that, because I want people to know I'm not just a robot and see my face, you know, so that way they still come to me. But I'll always have that product post every single day, no matter what.
And that's where you feel like you're signing most of your loyal customers this month, right? Is because you're consistently putting that post up there. One of the ways.
Right. One of the ways. Basically, like everybody says, it's like your storefront. If your open sign's not on, you're definitely not going to be open. So I will always put up a post and people will comment. And even if I don't sign a customer from that, I'm now following up with people that I had messaged from a post maybe from a month, 2 months, 6 months, 10 months ago. And I'm just following up on those seeds. I mean, the most thing I'm doing right now is still, it's not dead and gone. I'm planting lots and lots of seeds and putting those, you know, that product in their minds and making it so if they keep it fresh in their minds, because I'm always posting, they're not going to forget about me.
Right. You know what? It's so true. They'll say you have to see something like 8 to 12 times really before you'll buy it. Okay. So just think about that. When you're thinking 7% of your friends and family actually see your posts at different times, that like 8 to 10 to 12 times of seeing something starts to go, oh, this is it. So like sometimes people think, oh, I put up my one post and nothing happened and that's it. But you're saying this is a non-negotiable. 2 years, you're signed. Do you sign loyal customers every month?
Every month.
Every month.
I don't think I've ever missed a month that I didn't sign a single customer.
Yeah.
There may have been slow months, but I've never not signed one. I mean, it doesn't matter. I actually signed the most. I will still post if my family and I, we camp all the time. I do my best camping. I'll work when I'm there and I sign the most customers when I'm camping.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? People are like, wait, you use that product everywhere? That's you see it in lots of places. I love that. I love that you're putting up those posts. And I wanted to just tell everybody, in Unit 4, I believe it is, there is a week of posts for you. So if you have not gone through and done that, it gives you a way to start a habit. Okay. It's real important to just get starting in a habit. Like, hey, like Gretchen just said, it's my storefront. I'm turning on my open sign. Every day my post is up. It says open.
Yeah, and like Lacey said, that camping typically has the worst service. That's one of the things too. I always tell my husband, before we pick where we're going, I ask to make sure what the cell service is. And we camped one time and it had zero. It said no service. And I was like, this isn't happening. So I drove into the nearest town and I sat there. I'm like, I'm going to go get coffee. And I sat there like 4 times a day to go and just sit and work for a couple hours.
Yeah. Because this is a business for you. It's not a hobby.
And it's fun. I actually enjoyed it. I got to see the town that we were camping in. It was.
I love that. I love it. Okay. Anything else you want to hit on posting?
Posting is basically, again, something that's super, super important. Like we were saying, it's a storefront. If your open sign's not on, if you're not posting or you're sharing something else, or you're drowning yourself, your business out with other non-work posts, then you're not doing income producing activities. You just basically, you didn't take advantage of all the precious time that you have in one day.
Yeah, I love that. And then also you're interacting a lot on your stories.
I love stories. I think I've maybe missed like 2 days, but it's every night. It's like another thing. Before I go to bed, I put up my stories. I always make sure I have that in there. Even sometimes my husband will turn to me and say, did you get your stories done? I'm like, I sure did. Or I'm like, thanks for reminding me. But no, I always get those in, and I always try and make them a mix of family, friends, like myself, my real life. But then I also still drip in my business, and I like to make them interactive. I'll always have a question. I'll always have a poll. I always, even if it's a video of me doing something silly, I'll, say, hey, give me a comment down here, and try and keep people interactive in my stories to make them fun and they want to keep watching them. And actually, that's a woman just yesterday. She said, I love watching your stories on Instagram.
That's so fun. Because she's like, yeah, you're causing them to ask questions. So it's not always necessarily about the business, but the business is always mixed into it. The product's always mixed into it. But you're creating friends. And one of the best things I ever heard, it was my first year at conference. So I was like 6 months into the business. And they're like, our plan is you help your friends and you keep making new friends. That should be your business motto. And I like always think about that. I'm like, okay, I get to help my friends and then I just keep making new ones.
I love that.
Super fun. Okay, thank you, Gretchen, so much for sharing with that. Do you have a favorite post? If you have a favorite post, will you write it in the comments when it comes to and just say, here it is?
I sure will. Yeah.
That'll be awesome. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, where are we going? I should have made somebody else a co-host with me so they could unmute the people. Here we go. Sissy Bear. Okay, here we go.
Hi.
Hey, you want to tell who you are, where you're from, how long you've been in the business?
Sure. Hey, y'all. So I'm Kelly Brown. I am living just outside of Las Vegas, Nevada. And I've been in the business for 5 years now. And Ambassador Diamond. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
And Diamond 2.0. Okay, so you are racking in the DPs this month. And a lot of that we're kind of attributing. We're kind of just hitting all the things, guys, that you could be doing. And when you look at all this, this is stuff every person's telling you something you should be doing every day. Okay, as we're kind of going through it. And so they're hitting on one part of it. It's not the only thing they're doing in their business at all. They're doing everything we're all doing, but just something like this. So talk to us about just posting for distributors, signing those teammates.
So, typically we teach that you're posting about 3 times a day, which is your business, product, and life posts. But when I really want to increase my enrollment, then you increase your effort. What I find is that I am signing some people from Instagram. I am signing people, that are follow-ups, but I'm also getting quite a bit of people that just come to me. Like today I went live, 2 people messaged me from my live video. So I find that when I push it to the more like, if I could do 5 posts, like 4 or 5 posts, I'll get people to start messaging me. And so, I am sending out messages, but what's coming through is a lot from just increasing my posts. So I'm doing business, product, life posts, but I am leaning more towards making sure I'm telling my story, that you're not scrolling more than 3 times before you see my story, that you're not scrolling more than 3 times before you see You know, there's going to be jab posts in between, but there's going to be a right hook post in there. There's going to be a before and after of the products, so you see what I'm selling. And so I'm on my 3rd steps to success, you know, to be completed this month. And that's a lot of what is coming through is from posting and posting more often.
Yeah. Posting and posting more often, 3 times a day. And then what would you say about being excited?
Yeah, being excited is huge. You know, it's causing that a little bit of that FOMO, like you're missing out. It's so much fun and it's so incredible. And where we're going in 2020 and what it's already done is awesome, but where we're going is even better. And you don't want to miss out on what we have happening in this company and on this team. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And being excited really is an attention grabber in your posts.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Okay. Really quick. We always get this question. So will you just comment on this? What do I do if I just joined the business? I don't have a story. Like you're saying, post a story. I don't have a story to tell.
So everybody does have a story. The funny thing is that what we think is a story is how much money you've made, but that's not even it. I tell this all the time, when I started my business, I would take pictures and go, I'm going to make an extra $500 a month from my phone. If you could use an extra $500 a month from your phone, message me or comment below. I'm so excited. I'm going to be making extra income and it's going to pay for our growth. I'm so excited. This business from my phone is going to be paying for ballet classes. And I wasn't making money yet. I mean, my first check was $19 because I was in the business for 4 days before the end of the month happened, right? And then the next month it was like, I got a fast start bonus and plus some, so maybe like $150. Okay. So I wasn't like rolling in the dough, but the trick is you've also got to remember, where were you before the business? Before the business, we weren't going to Starbucks regularly. In fact, we weren't going at all before this business. I used to work for Starbucks. That's when we went to Starbucks with that 30% discount. Okay. Then when I didn't work there anymore, we quit going because $6 for a coffee. I mean, now when I take our family to Starbucks, you know, it's $30 for us to go through a Starbucks as a family. And that's like cake pops and milk. Okay. It's not even like getting crazy over here. $30. I'm like, y'all, that's like going to freaking Olive Garden for dinner. Like, right? Okay. So the thing is that you might be looking around going, well, I haven't made a whole bunch of money, but have you made enough to cover a date at Starbucks or a date night? Because we didn't even fill up our gas tank before this business. We would go halfway because it was like $80 to fill up the Tahoe, right? Like right now it's $100 to fill up our truck. And Andrew's like, I can't believe it's $100, but he filled up the tank. Before this business, we weren't filling up the tank. So you just got to go, okay, while you might not be at thousands mark, people are dying for the hundreds mark. Okay, that would make a huge difference for their family's income. The hundreds is where the jam is. Okay, and so talking about I'm so excited. This thing's going, see all this carton of groceries or cart of groceries. I'm so excited. This business from my phone is going to cover my grocery bill. Because let me tell you what, biggest bill in our family is groceries. When we add it all up, what we spend on food, so much money going down the toilet, literally.
That's what it does. No, that is so good. You know what? While we're doing that, everybody that's on, say why you joined. Like, what was the one thing you joined? Well, and I know if Nicole Camp's on here, hers was to get a $10,000 bonus, but I'm like, all you others that was like, I just needed $100 to cover my electricity bill. I wanted to pay for dance. Like, look at, some people are wanting to lose weight, but like, yeah. Okay, there's Nicole. I'm like, yeah. But like, think about it. Think about why you joined, posting about that. That's part of your story. And part of it is just being brave enough to take that step. That's the hardest step in the steps to success, is to actually join. So everybody that's on here, you've done the hardest thing. You've joined and you put yourself out there. So I love that. Okay. So another thing, Sissy, that you're doing is messaging. Will you talk a little bit about the messages you're sending out?
Yeah. So I've just recorded a 30, I think it's 34-second video. And we did post them on Diamond Empire, you know, as examples, and it's nothing super fancy, but it's just, hey, I don't know if you've thought about it, but I would love to get to do this with you, if it's something you've ever considered. And so I'm able to send that over and over without, getting blocked or sending scripts over and over and over. I'm sending videos. And it's getting a positive response. There are some people, I might send out 50 messages and get a couple of yeses immediately. But the main thing is that I'm getting into inboxes and then people are talking to me. They're talking to me about anything, about the business, about the products, about clothes I have in one of my pictures on my wall. Like, they'll talk to me about anything because I've just reached out and in a relational way. And so I really like it. I can send it on Instagram. So I went to my Instagram stories, clicked on my, like 400 viewers or whatever on my stories, opened that up, and I went down my list and just sent the video over and over and over and over and over to a few hundred people. And so, if they're going to be watching my stories and watching my posts anyways, I might as well stop and ask somebody. So I'm just literally going down my friends list. And am I like taking massive amounts of action in this step? A few times a week I am. So I'm just literally going down my friends list. If I've never ever talked to somebody, I'm sending them the DT video. If I've talked to them before, I might be following up. If I don't really care to necessarily have them in my business, I'm sending them a host-to-post message, depending on, what it looks like. So, but that is something I'm doing. I'm just noticing though, when I get past that 3 post limit and I really push it towards more like 5 posts in a day, it really causes people to say something and go, oh, she must be doing something new. Oh, something must be going on. I'm seeing Kelly a lot. And all of a sudden they start messaging me. Yeah. So that's the biggest thing.
I love that. And I just wanted to point out to everybody on Unit 7, it's growing. Whoa, it's growing your team with distributors. And there's a little video from Sherry. There's sample messages that you can send out your friends and family about joining. And then we have in that unit, so that post that Kelly put up where people shared their videos. So you could see what the video looks like. If you're nervous about doing a video, try a voice memo first, but you could hear the verbiage, or you could even type out the verbiage, make it sound a little bit like you, and send those messages out, because we will say that sending a message is planting a seed. Okay. I think that posting a lot of times is watering that seed, but you've got to plant that seed to get that in people's head. Anything else you want to hit on with that? Any of that, sis?
I just think remembering when you push it, your audience responds. So if it's that you're going, well, I really need some loyal customers right now, then push your post for loyal customers and they'll respond to you. But if you're wanting the bonuses, wanting to promote, you're like, I need something to happen like yesterday, I wouldn't just do the bare minimum of 3 posts in a day. I wouldn't. I would push it. Doesn't mean you do that for forever, but for a little bit, I would push it and push more towards that 5 mark, and you'll get response from it.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. Elizabeth, you just asked on the team page, you just click units, and then it's Unit 7. So scroll down to Unit 7, grow your team by adding distributors. And if you see all 4 posts, they'll be all right there. Okay. And yes, Shell, the alarms, that is a really good thing. We used to do that all the time. So really good. Okay. Melissa Dean, where are you at, girl? Here you are. Okay. Yay. Melissa always blows my mind. Okay, guys. So I'm like, I told her today, I'm like, you want to come live with me for a week and help me get organized in my brain, because you're so put together. Anyways, okay. Melissa, touch a little bit on messaging, but I know we want to get into more of that pre-selling.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I was actually going to say I'm like OC, so I don't think you want me to live with you for a week. So I'm Melissa Dean. I am a triple diamond, soon to be presidential diamond, and I've been with the business for 5 years. And pre-selling is my jam, you guys. Like, when I started this business, we used to have 4 wraps in a kit, and I built my entire cold market team, which was my double diamond team, off of pre-selling DTs. And back then we had the wraps, so they pre-sold the wraps for $25 each, and then they could start their business. Well, now we have the Skinny Brew, which honestly, they can make more money in Skinny Brew than they could have made selling the wraps, because they have the 4 packs of the 3-day samples, and then they have the 3 digital coupons. So it's like they don't even have to like spend money on shipping. So if somebody like lives far, we can teach them how to use the digital coupons. So right now I have a ton of people that are pre-selling. And when right before we went to conference, I was kind of talking to Stacey about Connect, because I love Connect, and I'm going to send a video tomorrow or go live tomorrow. My computer died, so I couldn't do it today, but I'm going to go live tomorrow and talk about the Connect app, because going into conference, like I spent 2 weeks going into conference before, and I messaged every single person I've ever talked to ever in this business since 2015. And I said, hey, I'm about to go to conference. I know you've been watching my journey. They always have like great announcements. Do you want to be the first person to know? Or I said, I want you to be the first person to know if any specials come out so that you can join my team. Would you like more info? And then they'd be like, yes, totally. And so then I would get their phone number and I put them in Connect under potential distributors. So the day, like the minute they dropped the bonuses, I messaged 106 potential distributors in Connect within 5 minutes. And I've signed 12 so far this month, and some paid the 99, some paid the 69. And my team is one team, one mission. And so we're sharing codes, thank goodness, because I only had 9. But if people aren't using them, we're sharing them because they expire in 10 days, you guys, or 11 days. So if you have anybody on your team that's not using them, maybe they're not active, but they made a purchase, like get their codes. Like that's money in your pocket. Like that's everything. So, so I've gone through the 106. I've probably messaged them 4 or 5 times. Like I'm a big follow-up person. And then, so that's how I've been signing them, is through follow-ups. And then just this last Saturday, I messaged them all again. And I said, oh my gosh, I just came up with this awesome idea how you can join my team for $0. Almost everybody messaged me back. And so now I have moved them into Connect from pre-selling or from potential distributors to pre-selling distributors. So now I can send all of them the same script all at once. And so I'm kind of moving them over now. And then a lot of them moved from my potential distributors to my February Connect list, because I do message people through my distributors through Connect, through text message for the most part, because most people are on text message. You know what I mean? You can get to people faster through text message than you can through Facebook message. And I don't know about you guys, but nothing drives me crazier than sending somebody a Facebook message and then being left on read. So I would rather send a text message and not know, because I'm just like, I could just keep on going with my merry way. But right now I posted in Diamond Empire. If you guys didn't have a chance to see it, I posted all of my scripts, literally everything that I'm having them do from start to finish. And this just started, I just started doing this on Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember what day I sent everything out. But I have a handful that are pre-selling, and I have a handful that have pre-sold already, and that they're starting to collect their money. And what we do is we have them collect it via PayPal, because they can go onto our websites and purchase their kit with PayPal. So then it's not going onto their cards. It's not going into a bank account where like, oh my gosh, my car payment came out. Like now I just spent the money Aunt Becky gave me, like what am I going to do? And I'm like, I don't know what you're going to do. Like, so I just tell them like, put it in Connect or put it in PayPal, leave it in PayPal, don't touch it, because I've had that happen before where somebody's like, oh my God, my car payment came out. Can you pay Aunt back for the product that she's not going to get? And I'm like, no, girlfriend, like that was not part of the deal. Like put it in your PayPal account, or Venmo, and then PayPal yourself. Like do something. Like don't let them like take the money, because I guarantee you if they don't have $69 or $99, that money is going to go somewhere before they get the rest. Side note. Don't do that. But yeah, no, I put everything in Diamond Empire today. So how do you do it if not to charge a PayPal fee? I always have to look at it. I can't remember if it's you do it as, I think you do it as friends and family, and then there's no fee, right? I don't know. There's one way on PayPal where you don't have to pay a fee. I just can't remember what it is.
Will you quickly talk through your friend to friend, Kelly said? So you do friend to friend on PayPal, and that keeps you going. Just a brief, like so you're starting with, hey, I can help you join for free.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of talk everybody through. I mean, I know we have this script and I'm going to show everybody real quick. Melissa will go over that, but again, on the units on Diamond Empire in unit 7, where it is grow your team by adding, on the 4th post in that unit is the post that she put up today with all those scripts too. So just so you know, that's where they are.
And I don't know if you guys, I know a lot of people use text replacement, but I use WordBoard and I absolutely love it for all of my messaging and all of my follow-ups. But WordBoard actually color coordinates all of your posts. So all my pre-selling posts right now are in blue. And so it'll literally, I'll show you guys what it looks like. That's giving me like a weird, oh, you know, I'm gonna go to my actual messenger. So it pops up like this little world at the bottom of whatever, text, message, whatever it is. You click on the little world and then everything pops up and it's color coordinated. And so I have my Thermophyte X and my pre-selling in blue because those are the most messages that I send out. I sell Thermophyte X like nobody's business. That's probably my best. I think I've signed like 17 customers this month with Thermophyte X. So those 2 are in blue. And then all you do, like it's all in my word board. And all I have to do is go pre-sell 0, pre-sell 1, pre-sell 2, pre-sell 3, pre-sell 4, pre-sell 5. And it takes me like 2 seconds to send every message out. So the first message basically says, the whole like, do you want to join for $0? I just came up with an idea. And then I say, okay, so our new business kit comes with samples of our new Skinny Brew coffee, which is amazing. If you could find 5 to 6 people to pre-buy or pre-order a 3-day sample pack for $15, it would cover your enrollment. Then when you get your kit in, you can give them their samples. If they aren't local, you get 3 digital credits and it will ship directly to them for free. I can give you a post and a sample message to send out and we can see what happens. And so anybody who wants to join for free, that's the first thing that I send them because I want to like lay it out, like they're going to have to actually do the work for this. And then I say, oops, it's not letting me do it. Oh, sorry, it's only letting me do like one at a time. You guys are going to get all my messages in our little group chat from today. And then the next thing I send is, okay, think of 15 to 20 people you know that would probably want to support you or people you know that love coffee and send them this. And then I give them like a Dear Aunt Becky letter. And it just says, I'm so excited. I'm starting a home-based business to help my family bring in an extra income. I'm going to be a rep to share incredible health and wellness products, and I think you would be really into them. I'm pre-ordering sample packs of our amazing Skinny Brew. It's delicious coffee that helps burn fat, improves focus, and gives you energy. It's a 3-day sample pack for only $15. Would you be interested in trying one? It would mean the world to me. And so they send this out to 15 to 20 people. And then after that, I say, edit the lines however you would sound, right? Like, don't just copy and paste. So I always say you can edit the lines however you want to sound, how it sounds like you, and they put their name in it. You can send me screenshots to help answer their questions. They will just send you the money over PayPal. And then you use PayPal to purchase your kit. And then the last thing I do is I give them a post, and it's just Amber Parker's results. And it says, I forget what it says. Let me pull it up. Because that one I actually don't have in my word board. But it says something like, look at my friend Amber's results from Skinny Brew after 7 days. I have sample packs for sale. Who wants one? And then I give them a message to send back. So, but it's all in WordBoard, and it literally, like, every conversation I have, you guys, is less than a minute. It's not like I'm not spending hours and hours with these people, you know, because we know that you're going to talk to 50 and maybe sign 1, right? It's a numbers game. The more people you talk to, the more people you're going to sign. But if there's people that aren't going to do the work as a pre-sale, they're not going to do the work as a distributor. So if they're not actually like doing it every single day or working on it every single day, I just stop messaging them until like a new promo comes out or until they come back to me. And so now I'm moving them all over from potential DTs to pre-selling DTs. So every couple of days I can be like, hey, how's it going? How many sample packs have you sold? Do you need another post to put up? Like, can I give you some help? And then it's going to message all those people instead of like writing everything down. on a piece of paper because I'm not that organized. I'm organized enough to put it all in my phone, but not organized enough to write it down. Like I'll write it down and it'll be on the back of the chart, and that chart is God knows where because I have 3 kids who like to take my stuff. So I put everything in Connect. And then also, you guys, one of the ways that I got a ton of customers this month was the Connect app still has the customers that are inactive. So eSuite took out all of your old customers, anybody who hadn't ordered in 2 years, and took them out of Tree Viewer, all that stuff, which is amazing for charting. But they're still in your Connect app. So 3 of the LCs I signed this month were previous LCs that canceled, and I messaged them about the Skinny Brew, and they signed up for Skinny Brew as a brand new LC. So Connect is amazing, and it is so easy to use. It's so fast to use, and it's very convenient. It's just you have to take the time to set it up, but once it's set up, you're like good to go. Like I have a host-to-post text club with 60 people in it. Anytime I want to do a host-to-post or we're doing a giveaway, I send out one message with the post. They send me back a screenshot of their post up, and then I save the picture and I put it in our tracker. Like it's so easy. I say, okay, this is this week's giveaway. It's $100. All you have to do is post this. My girl Melissa's looking for 5 people who want to lose weight. And I say, send me a screenshot and I'll verify your entry. And in minutes, I'll have 15 hosted posts up. And I'm still growing that list, you know. And I'll even say at the bottom, if you ever want to be taken off this text list, let me know, and I will totally take you off. Like I totally get it because I message them once a week. And so, yeah, I don't talk to people on Messenger. Raven just asked me, do you talk to people on Messenger? I very rarely talk to people on Messenger.
No,
I do everything on my phone.
I love that. And for reals, when Melissa was talking about, like, from the beginning, Melissa has always been a top DT enroller on this team. And a lot of that is because she's helping people pre-sell their kits. And so that is a thing to do. If you've ever had somebody, I mean, just raise your hand if everybody said somebody like, I can't afford that. I'm like, right? I even had people tell me they can't afford the $20 kit. So I'm like, okay, we gotta work on this a little bit. Hey, yeah, that's okay. But that's awesome. Thank you so much, Melissa, for sharing that. She is going to go live tomorrow and go through the Connect app in a detailed way. So we know that, but just so you know, that pre-sale script is in those units and you can use it that way. But Melissa, thank you so much for sharing all this stuff with you. You are so one team, one mission, always.
No problem.
All right. Okay. So far we have talked about posting. That's something you're going to want to be doing every day. Posting before and afters, right? Gretchen put out there, posting before and afters, posting about the product, not missing a day, treating this thing like it's your business and not a hobby. And if you want it to be a hobby, that's okay. Just don't, we got to expect what we're putting into it to be what comes out of it. Okay. Kelly talked about posting for those DTs and upping those posts. Going maybe from those 3 to 4 posts to those 5 to 6 posts a day, being excited, putting her story in there, putting those little jab hooks in there, throwing it out there. Melissa just talked to us about how to pre-sell those scripts for those DTs who don't want to be, who are like, hey, I can't afford to do it, but I'd love a business like that. And that's the thing. People who can't afford this are mostly the people who really need to be in this business. And so I love that. Okay. Danielle. Hey.
Hi.
Okay, wait, about a year and a half ago, Danielle blew our minds with being consistent at something that none of us jumped on board for, and it's still working for her now. So, okay, word board 2. Yeah, Callie, you're going to show that. I'm like, we probably need to go live about word board 2. Are you ready?
Please.
Okay. So that's what it looks like, y'all. And maybe, I know Kelly's traveling tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow afternoon or something. Yeah. Okay. We'll teach y'all how to use WordBoard because you want it in your life. It's a game changer. Okay. All right, Danielle, tell us a little bit about you and then tell us how Host to Post is still something you're doing.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm Danielle, and I've been in the business for 4 years, and I started it, like my desire was like, if I could make $200 a month, that would be great. Cause I was like, that's basically like free money if you're just getting that from posting on social media. Cause I was like, I was already posting on social media, just not getting paid for it. So I'm like, if I could post and make $200, it's like free money. But anyway, I've been in for 4 years and I'm ambassador now. And now I'm working on a 2.0. But so what I'm going to talk to you guys about today is signing customers. I was going to look at how many I signed this month, but I forgot to do that. But on the 4th, I had already signed 14 customers on the 4th of this month. And then I've just signed more since the 4th. So it's really lit. I'm signing all of them from Facebook. What?
Does anybody else want to take 14 LCs in 4 days?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm signing all of them from Facebook. And actually what Kelly Brown said is totally true. Upping your posts makes like a huge difference. I cannot stress that enough. Upping how many posts you're putting up. If you're wanting more DTs, up your DT posts. If you're wanting more LCs, up your LC post. But I mean, like, one LC post is just not going to get you very much, you know? So if you're really wanting LCs, like I am doing at least 4 LC posts a day. And so it makes the biggest difference. Also trying to make sure you have at least one before and after a day is really important. Especially if you're doing host to post, then they're going to want to go to your wall and see what you're talking about and see like the results. So it's really important that you have that before and after on your wall so that they can see with their own eyes these results, that they work for real people. Sorry, we're still a little sick from conference, whatever conference bug was going around. But and then host to post. So I am doing host to post, and I am doing what Kelly actually said on one of the tips from the tops a few weeks ago, I think, where she's making sure people post like the giveaway post, like she's giving some people the giveaway host to post. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about host to post, because I just got a message, you can probably find, I think it's in the units. Stacey, did you put it in the units?
Yeah, it's in the next unit. So unit 7 is signing DTs, and then unit 8 is host to post, and it is literally step by step how to do it. But Danielle, you could probably do like a quick, like what, in my brain, it's like a referral from a friend, but maybe.
Yeah, it's so easy, you guys. And it's basically when you have people on your Facebook put up a post for you. So like they would be like, hey, my friend Danielle, does anybody want to lose weight? My friend Danielle is looking for 5 people who love coffee. And they put it in their wall, then all their friends comment, and you friend request them. Make sure you friend request them, and don't just send them the info. Make sure you friend request them, because then you're going to have all these people on your page who want to lose weight. You know what I mean? If you friend request them. So make sure you don't just send them the info and not friend request them. Make sure you're friend requesting them. But then also if they host a post for you, then they get entered into our giveaway, and we do a giveaway every Monday night. Diamond Empire does it. Nobody on here has to pay. The leaders all put together and we pay the money. So don't think that you have to pay something for your people to get entered. Your people can all enter for you. It's free for all of you guys on here. If they put up a post for you, they get entered to win the $100. And so that is what I'm doing. And then I'm having people, just like Kelly Brown said a few weeks ago, I'm making sure that people put up a post on their wall about our giveaway, saying like, hey, my friend Danielle's doing a giveaway, you know, put an emoji below if you want to enter. Then their friends put an emoji if they want to enter. And then I friend request, then message their friends who want an entry. And I say, in order to get an entry, just put this post up on your wall. And they put the post up on their wall. And it's just like kind of like a cycle. So I'm doing that. And that's like working so good, you guys. It's working so good. And, but like I said, it works really good if you're doing that, but also posting for LCs and making sure you have those before and afters, like one before and after a day. When you're doing host to post makes a huge difference. Make sure you're at least posting one before and after a day. And then I'm upping my LC post. I've also signed DTs this month, obviously, because I've done my steps of success. But, you know, I think I'm working on my 3rd round. But anyway, that's how I'm signing a lot of customers. And I know a lot of people like want their 6 customers for their bonus. And if you have a spouse who needs to get a bonus, it's like 12 customers. And I know some people were worried about that, but y'all, you can get that easily. Like I said, I had signed 14 by the 4th of the month. So, I mean, really anybody can be signing customers right now. It's super, super simple. But definitely you're going to want to make sure you're just like posting extra for LCs if that's really what you want to do, is get LCs.
I love that, Danielle. And I want to just say too, if you are just getting started, what Danielle is saying is awesome for people who've like if you're kind of like 3 months in and you're like, man, I'm not getting the same effect on my host a post that I was getting when I got started, then you want to go to that, like, have the people who've hosted a post for you post about the actual giveaway, so then their friends are getting added to your market as well. Because people who are like, hey, I want to post for $100, that's the other trick to it, is they want a business. Okay, so they're looking for extra money. So you're also getting those people into your market. But when you're getting started, this is one of the key things. When I see people, I don't know if this is true for you, Danielle, but anybody in my organization that when they host a post right when getting started in the business, it works for them. They get those first immediately. And so let me show you real quick, because Danielle was right. So again, units on the page, the computer, it looks a little different than the phone, but you go down to unit 8 and it is literally a step-by-step how to do it, how your settings should be before you post.
Yes, that's important.
Samples of giveaway posts that you could put on your wall, a sample message that you could even send out to people if you're not getting great responses from posting on your wall. Because I know when we got started, we just messaged about it. We just asked people for a favor, and just message as many people as you could. Do you find that there's a certain number you're going for every day to get the effects you want?
I mean, at this point, like, I'm really getting up like a lot, a lot. But I mean, at least you want to, if you're really trying to sign customers, you really want to at least get up like 8 is like a minimum. Like if that's really what you need as customers, then I would do like at least 8.
I love that. Trying to get 8 up a day. And basically, just like Danielle said, and there she goes. She's like, I got 14 in 4 days. And so you do it consistently. And I always remember when you first taught us to, like, stick with it for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just do it for one day and say it didn't work, right? You want to add anything.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like we do that with like everything, we're like, we're just nervous when we start at something new. And then when we don't see the results right away, we're like, it doesn't work for me. Like I'm the exception to the rule, but it really does work, you guys. And some people are like, it doesn't work anymore. And like, that's totally false. It really does work. Like it really, really does work. It works really good. So it's a great thing to do if you're needing customers, then just dive in and do it.
Okay, I love that. Dive in and do it. Try to get 8 posts a day. So that's 8 people putting up a post for you a day. Getting that is going to bring you loyal customers. And again, there's a step-by-step training right there for you. But you could also, to your enroller, just go, hey, I want to do this host a post thing. Will you walk through it with me step by step? I guarantee you they will, because they want you to win. Okay, thanks so much for sharing that, Danielle. So sweet. All right, Liz, because we are not just saying host a post works for loyal customers. Where are you at? Where'd you go? I just saw you. Shoot, my screen changed. Because Liz has got this, she's rocking this host a post for DTs. Okay.
Hi,
right.
friend.
Hi, friend.
Hi.
You guys all, and I'm seeing all the people who don't know WordBoard, I'm still blown away by it. It's changed my life. Y'all need it in your life like now. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm Liz Lundy. I've been in the business for 3.5 years. I am a triple diamond. And I've always been a host to poster since I actually went Emerald in November of 2017 off of host to post. And so ever since then, like I've always been a host to poster. It's always been my jam, but I always did it for customers. I don't know why I never opened it up to the opportunity ones, but 2 months ago, I really started focusing on opportunity ones. My goal every single day, no matter what, is before my head hits the pillow to get 10 host to post up, no matter what. Like that's my go-to number. Like Danielle was saying, it is 100% a numbers game. You'll get some people, and it's based on their market and the time of day they post. There's different factors that go into it. So some you'll get no hits at all, and then others will just explode. Like I have ones that I posted last week that are still going because people are still commenting. So it's definitely a numbers game. Don't give up on it if you think it's not working for you. And one of the things that I am like big on is if I find a couple host to posts that are working, I roll with those because the way Facebook algorithms are, they'll pick up on words and that kind of thing. And once they see one's been using a lot, or they'll start blocking it. So I'm not one that changes my host to post every single day. I literally have a go-to for my product and I have a go-to for my distributors. And those are the ones that I use if they've already posted for me for the month, or like last week if they did a product post for me. If I go to their page and I don't think they'd be good at the business, I don't send them an opportunity host to post, because you are the company that you keep, and I don't want a lot of bad potentials coming from that. So what I actually do is I will give them a giveaway post to put on their page to open up that market. But I've been doing basically split, half opportunity, half product. And I've been getting as many distributor potentials as I have product potentials for my host to post.
I love that. So you're putting it there. Okay, tell everybody what you're having people post real quick.
I think I got this one from Billy a while ago, and I'll share it for you. Let's see. It's just simple. It says, now hiring, anyone looking for a part-time job. My friend is opening up 5 spots for college students, mamas, anyone looking for extra income from their phone this winter. Make your own hours, 500 plus a month, must be 18, work from Wi-Fi, drop an emoji below for more information. I'll get some of those that have like 35, 40 comments on them. Like it takes me like 2 days to get through them, because you'll get blocked if you reply back to all those people at one time you're not connected to. But there's some that get started right away, like jump on it. There's others that, can't get started right away, but my potentials list is so huge from that. And then of course I'm adding them as a friend. So they're automatically seeing all my opportunity posts that I do every single day. So if they're not ready to get started, I'm constantly on their feet about the opportunity and then their ear. And of course I do my follow-ups too. I do my 2-2-2 follow-ups, which is after 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. And I just have so many potentials that they've been consistently coming in from me talking to them previously, some people getting started on the spot. It's just talking to literally as many people as I can about the opportunity. And in my post, I'm excited about the business. I'm showing how much fun we're having. I'm talking about what it's doing for other people. I'm talking about the bonuses, everything else. And that's going to attract people to you and get them excited and get them to want to join. Because if you're not excited about what you have, and if you do not believe that you can sign distributors, or you are not thinking that it's going to work for you, it's 100% not going to work for you. So you have to flip that switch and be like, I'm going to be awesome enroller this month. Set your goals high, y'all. Don't set your goals for steps of success. That's boring. Set your steps like, I want to fill my steps of success every week. And then if you fall short of that, you're still going to greatly exceed just the standard steps to success, because the standard steps to success should be a non-negotiable. That should be a must for your business. That should be like running your e-suite, running your auto shipment, steps to success. So
I love that. That's such good words to put in our head. Like it just should be, we should do it. Like, and you can, that's the thing. You can. So if you're not, a lot of it might just be a mental block getting over it, or just a few little tweaks, and be willing, be teachable, that people can just kind of, you can do a couple little tweaks and be enrolling that way. And so with host to post, you can also definitely sign DTs. And so I love that. Thanks so much for sharing that. And if you want to put that in here, and then also when we put up the recording of this Zoom, we'll put some of the scripts under there as well. So thanks so much, Liz. Also, guys, I want to tell you another way to sign DTs from host to post is everybody just put up your 2 fingers real quick. Yeah. Anybody that gets 2 comments, right? On their post, when they post for you, oh my goodness, you have such interest in our business. Have you ever thought about making a extra income from your phone? Okay, follow up with every person that posts for you about doing the business, because that's what we do to make extra income. Can I send you some more info? All right, I love that. Melissa has a tip for us, but before we get to that, Olivia, we're Son and Machine over here. Talk to us about what you're doing.
Hello, friends. Okay, I want to talk to you guys about following up, which you've probably heard a bajillion times, but it's so, so, so important. So basically everyone you're going to sign, most of them are not going to sign up the very first day. I would say it's actually like really rare that someone signs up the first day. And so following up is just going to be so crucial for your business. And so I wanted to kind of share a few things that I do for LCs and DTs. As far as LCs, after we talk about whatever product we're talking about, I'll wait 2 days. I know somebody on here said wait 1 day, message in the same day. But I wait 2 days and then I just get in there and I say, hey, I'm going to place some orders right now. And I want to get yours in too. So let me know if now is a good time. And I'm like not giving them an option. Like they're going to order if it's going to be today or tomorrow, whenever. So that's my first one. And typically they'll say like, oh, I'll do it whatever day, whatever. If they don't get back to me with that one, I'll send them a message that says, I'll do voice memo on this one just because it's more personal to them. And I'll say, hey, I've been saving your spot at the discounted price. Do I need to save it for you? Or I have other people interested if now isn't a good time. And typically with that, they're like, oh, shoot, I really want that discount. I better do it now. And I've signed 3 LCs just today because that was my message for people I had talked to. And so I signed 3 LCs from that. And if they don't respond to either of those, I'll just be really real with them and say, hey, I know we've talked about XYZ before, because typically I talk to people about more than one product at a time, like Fat Fighters and Thermofite X, because that's how I lost 24 pounds. So that's what my host post is, and that's how like the conversations I have with most of my people. And so if they don't get back to me by those, I respond with a voice memo and I'll say, hey, like I know we've talked about this and that before, but right now I can get you started with just the Thermofite X and it would only be $36. If that would fit better in your budget, just let me know. And then it's an order in the system. And when they love Thermofite X the next month, they can add on to it and it becomes a higher BV order. So that just gets them into the system so that you get your steps to success, and then volume will go up through the months as you add to their orders and introduce more products to them that they love. So that's what I do for LCs.
I love that. Okay, tell us what you do for DTs.
So, okay, I think the big thing that blew up for me this month was that while we were still at conference, before conference, all of the leaders said, have a list of people who you've talked to the business about before. So I spent probably 2 weeks searching opportunity, the word opportunity, in my messenger, in my text message, and Instagram, everywhere I could, and made a list. And it ended up being like 300 people. I went from last February to now, 300 people who I'd talked to the business about. And so at conference, I had that list. And when they announced the $69 codes, we were walking back to the hotel as I made this video, and I made a video that said, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. The company just announced some really exciting things, some huge bonuses, but I can only give it to a few people. So get back to me. Let me know if you're more interested in more info. And no, it was a voice memo. I sent that voice memo to one person, and then I forwarded it to every 300 of those people on my list. And I used 4 codes the very first, like all my codes were gone and one of my husband's codes were gone that night at conference. And so that was really, really great. And then beyond that, so I made a video that answered any questions of like, oh, what does it cost to sign up? Or like, what is the big bonus they announced? So that any questions they had would really be explained in that video directly after the voice memo. And so it just kind of went over that. And then was how the people signed, because I did a voice memo and then a video. And then I'm trying to see. I took notes. I'm very much a notes person. So, okay, after that, anyone who replied to the voice memo or the video but didn't sign up, I sent a voice memo saying, hey, I don't know, like, if you have any fears in this. I was super nervous when I started, but I knew I just had to do it. So I'd love to walk through any of the fears that you have and see what's holding you back so we can conquer that together. And that just kind of really gave them a sense of, okay, wow, she's not just like trying to get me in the business, like she wants to help. So, and with that, I said something like I want to help you overcome your fears and start going towards earning that $15,000 bonus. Cause then they're like, oh shoot, I forgot I can earn that. And that's some FOMO thrown in there and also easing their fears. So that's what I've been doing.
I love that. Follow-up is really key. And y'all, the goal is to be getting in as many conversations with people as possible. And then find a way to, track them some way, whether you're doing a 2-day follow-up, whether you're like Kelly and you have a big, planner with every day you can write all the names of the people you're talking to that day. Or, for me, I need to update my steps to success sheet, but there's a big place on it for potentials. And I have an LC list and a DT list, and I just read their names and I flip the page over and I keep writing their names down. And then there's always times to follow up with people. That's part of what you're going to do in this business. People generally, they got all the great intentions in the world and they're going to forget. Okay, I feel like most people, I always love the people that just do it right away. I'm like, thank you, because my brain can't hold anymore, but I'm trying over here. But every Thursday night, actually, to me, is one of the best nights to follow up because people get paid Thursday nights, Friday mornings. Okay, so one of my favorite follow-ups to send out for loyal customers on Thursdays is, hey, I'm putting in orders today and tomorrow. Would you like me to add yours? Hey, I'm so excited. I'm putting in orders today and tomorrow. Would you like me to add yours? So you're always going to have a chance to put in follow-ups. And I just wanted to tell you, okay, so we talked about posting. We talked about posting for LCs, posting for DTs, sending out messages, doing host to post, following up. Okay, the one thing we didn't hit on was growing your market, but in the units, there is a unit of what now that we've gone through these things, okay? And there is a core 4 of what you should be doing every day. So you can go through that and make a checklist of that. When you're just getting started, how should you be spending your hour to 2 hours on income producing activities? That's what we just talked about tonight, but it breaks it down for you so you can always go back to that and watch it. And then there's a video on how to go Ruby, okay? Because we're either going Ruby or helping somebody go Ruby. That's kind of the whole goal of this business. And so don't overcomplicate it in any way. And then Melissa, tell us what you're going to say. You have a tip for helping people with host to post. Oh, here, sorry.
Yeah. So just as Danielle was talking about the host to post and Liz, something came to me and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to tell them this tip that I just learned. I just did a Zoom for my team with Taryn De Silva, and she signed 61 customers last month and through host to post. So I asked her, I said, hey girl, like, will you be on my tips from the top with my team? I do them Sunday nights for the family call. And her biggest tip, and I was like, oh God, you're a genius, was as soon as she sends a friend request to somebody, so it doesn't matter if it's a LC host to post or a DT host to post, the minute she sends somebody a friend request, she goes into their messenger and puts the copies and pastes whatever message matches that host to post and just leaves it in messenger. So then when the person accepts the friend request, it'll pop up and say, so-and-so's your new friend, like in messenger, right? You click on it and your message is already there to send them. So you don't have to worry about who posted this host to post. It'll say something like, hey, I got your comment on the post Stacy did for me. Here's some info about joining my team, or here's some info about what I do, or hey, hey, I got your comment on the post Liz did for me. Here's how you can lose 30 pounds in 90 days. You know what I mean? So then you're like, it's already there. You know who posted it. You don't have to go searching through. And especially like for me, a lot of times I'll do host to post for my new distributors to help them get their customers. So I want to make sure that if I'm adding their friends, that they're getting sent to the right link so that they're getting their 6 customers personally enrolled under them. So that's like a really cool way to like keep your house organized. And then it's already there. All you have to do is hit send and you're good to go.
Love that. You just changed my life.
Yeah.
I love when something changes my life a little bit for the better. That's always a good thing. Okay, guys, I am so excited from tonight. Here's the thing. You put in the work, you put in the actions, you turn off the emotion, you do the mechanical, you can do this business. You can do your steps to success. You can do it multiple times. All right. It's there for you. And everything is right. Like if you start feeling overwhelmed, just go back and plug into something. Go back and go, okay, let me look at the units. Where have I strayed? Because sometimes I'm sitting there going, man, I worked all day long. And then I'm like, oh, but I didn't, message anybody for the last week, or, you know what I mean? Like I was thinking about what posts I was putting up, or like, oh yeah, I'm not signing DTs because I haven't been posting about my story. Like you just go back and you gotta just look at that simple list and go, am I doing these things? And you can be your own checker. You know what I mean? But you can always ask somebody else too, like ask your enroller, hey, am I messing up somewhere? Is there somewhere I can fix? Is there somewhere I can tweak? But you can do these things and you just do them. And you just, all of a sudden you go, oh, I messaged 10, I can message 20. I put up one post, I can put up 3. And you just kind of keep taking that next step to go out there. So we got this. Okay, so when this is posted, the recording is posted, all these guys will kind of put their scripts under there. And their one little tip. So Gretchen's going to put a few of her favorite posts under that one, all the things. So we'll be ready to go. But guys, thank you so much. I mean, it's mid-month. It's not even the 20th yet. And we're hitting steps to success. And I love that so much. There's going to be more. We're just going to rain some rubies and diamonds and double diamonds and triple diamonds. Also, I'm pumped. There's a lot of people, right, coming to Dallas in a couple of days. Yeah, I can't wait to see everybody coming to Dallas, like group hugs everywhere. It's going to be so fun. One of the things on the units that we just talk about is plugging in, guys, being a part. I love getting on Power Hour. Why? Because when I post on Power Hour and we're all interacting with each other's stuff, I get loyal customers or I get distributors because there's more people interacting. And so I love that. I'm so thankful for that. And so plug into the things. There's a whole schedule in the units of what you can plug into, when you can be there. Get to these events that are going on, right? We got a Dallas Try It right now. There's corporate ones, the Nashville one, the Scottsdale one. There's a Grand Rapids run, a Philadelphia one. So get to anything that's so close, that's close to you, that's drivable. Like I'm like, hey, Tracy's flying to Dallas, Kelly's flying to Dallas. So if you can drive an hour, that's not too far, right? It's worth it for your business to be close to the fire. So, okay. Let's go do this. Are you guys ready? Pumped? I'm challenging y'all in the next hour before you go to bed. Do one of the things that somebody talked about that you haven't done today, okay? If it's not, messaging for host to post, putting up a host to post picture, if it's sending some DT messages or being excited about posting your story, if it's posting a before and after, getting ready to follow up. If you haven't followed up before because you're nervous about bugging somebody, send a follow-up right now, okay? I'm gonna be your mama for a second and be like, get off the couch and send your follow-up right now. Just all the things. So we're just excited. We love you guys. Dear Lord, thank you for my friends. I pray that you would bless the works of their hands. And I pray that they would know that they are never alone, Lord, and that if there's something going on deep in their hearts, Lord, that they would just whisper your name and know that you're there. I thank you for the people that you're bringing into this business that's going to just be a part of this group. This has been such a beautiful gift from you in so many ways. And I'm just grateful. And I'm grateful for these people. Thank you for all of them and bless them in your name, I pray. Amen. Okay. All right, y'all. Faith without works is dead. So we're going to have the faith and we're going to do the works and we're going to watch God do what he can do. All right. Have the best night.